10 WWE wrestlers breaking character. During a recent episode of Monday Night Raw, Dean Ambrose hit dirty deeds on Seth Rollins. Then Ambrose left the ring, but Ambrose turned around and ran back into the ring. But this time, just before Dean hit dirty deeds for a second time, he was heard saying sorry. But now we know he said it because Dean broke character and said sorry to Seth because Raw was running short, and the ringside producer told Dean to hit another dirty deeds. So when Dean Ambrose did that, he broke character as he apologized to Seth. Ronda Rousey broke character when she was met with boos from her hometown crowd in Los Angeles after being beat down by Charlotte Flair at Survivor Series. Rousey was completely out of character as she gave an angry look at the crowd for their negative reaction towards her, as her trademark smile was nowhere to be seen. One of the most emotional moments was when Roman Reigns announced that he was suffering from leukemia, and not surprisingly, several wrestlers broke their tough character and had an outpouring of emotion, including Seth Rollins, who cried uncontrollably as the Shield took the stage for the very last time. John Cena broke character during a match with The Big Show a few years ago. When the ring ropes broke, John Cena could not help but show his shock and disbelief, as they were forced to quickly go to the finish of the match, where Cena pinned The Big Show. The Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair feud has been one of the most heated feuds of the year, but Lynch and Flair completely broke character when they shared an emotional moment and hugged, when it was announced that Flair would take her spot at Survivor Series against Ronda Rousey. Some fans thought that the hug between them meant their feud was over, but their feud was back on the very next week, as they acted as if the tender moment never happened. On the December 18th, 2018 episode of SmackDown, Mustafa Ali hit a 450 splash on Daniel Bryan and landed on Daniel Bryan's face. Mustafa Ali broke character as he was visually upset and even asked Daniel Bryan if he was okay. Brock Lesnar was all business at Survivor Series, where he didn't even crack a smile as he beat down Daniel Bryan, but backstage, it was a completely different Brock, and even posed for pictures with fans. Ever since Dean Ambrose became a heel, he has trashed the fans, said that Roman Reigns deserved to get leukemia, and even wore a gas mask, because he was so disgusted by the way that fans smelled. So some fans were stunned when Dean Ambrose completely broke his evil heel character, and proudly stood amongst the fans, with his hand over his heart, during the playing of the national anthem at the Tribute to the Troops event, and Ambrose did not even seem to have a problem standing next to fan favorite and beloved babyface Ronda Rousey, who was close friends with Seth Rollins. Obviously, this was a moment where Dean wanted to show his support for the troops, even though it meant breaking his current heel character. The new Daniel Bryan is all about letting fans know how despicable they are and how much he dislikes them. But the new heel Daniel Bryan was nowhere to be seen at a recent Tribute to the Troops event, where he was seen embracing fans and signing autographs. Samoa Joe is one of the most evil heels currently on SmackDown, but he completely broke character when he was recently spotted backstage, being friendly with fan-favorite babyfaces Elias, Rey Mysterio, and Charlotte Flair, as we saw a very different Samoa Joe.